Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John. This is Many a True Nerd, and welcome to live streaming. I guess. Hello there. Hello world. Hello to everyone. Welcome to not actually the first Many a True Nerd live stream. Welcome to the. Is this the second? Well, technically, it's kind of the third. Plus, I've done a load on Matt, and I've done like all the podcasts. Like the third that I've done, there was the secret Fallout 4 stream. Hello there. There was the Then there was the proper Fallout 4 live stream, which was also kind of a mess. So basically, I've done two live streams that have been a total mess. There's Shepard, he's saying hello. There's Shepard. We've done two live streams that have been a total mess. And then this one, which is going to work fine. Because this is the first ever time I've actually used OBS for live streaming. I taught myself it in half an hour yesterday, so it's going to go fine. Also, I haven't got my setup properly yet, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to step away from the microphone to go and hopefully turn on Mass Effect. We're going to hopefully turn on Mass Effect. I'm just going to turn the microphone, and then we're going to figure out sound, alright? The first, 20 minutes is going to be... Oh, by the way, how's my voice volume? Tell me how my voice volume is in the chat. Hopefully the voice volume is okay. Tell me that first. That's the first thing we need to figure out. Hello. FemShep, alright. Yeah, we'll be doing FemShep, obviously. I like Jennifer Hell. Her voice acting is good. Chat, tell me, is my voice volume ridiculously too loud so I can turn the gain down on my mic? You decided to come early, so, that means you get all of the ridiculous... me trying to figure out the stream actually working. It won't crash in 10 minutes. It will, however... This is going to have to be a live stream in multiple. It's good. Hello, fine. Voice is perfect. Lovely. Right, I'm going to step away. Hello, I'm over here now. I'm over to your right. Wait, how do microphones work? I've no idea how microphones work. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and change things over to Mass Effect. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So, we've got Mass Effect, alright, and then we've got Mass Effect sound. We've got Mass Effect sound. Yeah, I'm seeing sound. Okay, I'm going to come back over here now. This should be good. Hang on, come back over to the comfy chair. I don't like doing things in front of my computer. When I'm doing games, I like being on my comfy chair. I like being on my comfy chair. So, I don't like actually being in front of my computer. So when I need to make changes to a computer, I'm going to have to run over to the computer. So we've got Mass Effect. Lovely. I'm just going to turn I've got the version of the video in front of me here. My resolution, I'm going to turn right down. So I'm going to eat as little bandwidth as possible. I've got the chat here. You can probably see I've got the chat. There we go. So, let's have a little chat, ladies and gentlemen, about what we're doing here. Which is, I kind of want to replay Mass Effect because I love Mass Effect. Too loud? Wait, someone was saying too loud. Which is too loud? Wait, actually no. We'll do the game volume test. Let's do that first. Let's just do the testy first. So I've got a save file I built purely so we can test how loud the game is, and then we'll get the game volume right as well. A little bit echoey. Game sound is loud. Okay, I'm hearing a lot of people saying the game sound is loud. That's fine. We'll turn all that right down. Yeah, I thought it looked really loud when I was doing the setup actually. So we'll turn all the sound of the game right down for a sec, and we'll see how that goes. And we'll see if that's a bit better. Change not applied to continue. No, apply the changes. God. The UI in Mass Effect 1 was terrible. It's a brilliant game, but blimey. Okay, game is too loud. We're turning it down. Don't worry. Okay. Oh no, I'm in the future. Remember, the chat is in the past. I'm in the future. Everything's fine. So, that should hopefully be a bit better now. Okay, good. And what we're going to do now is let's just resume. I've no idea where I was. Where am I resuming to? I think I'm just resuming to Eden Prime. We're just going to do a quick test. Hello, Ashley. Right, okay, good. So, we're going to do a quick test now. I'm just going to basically go firing some guns. This isn't the save file we're going to be using. I'm just going to go firing some guns and walking around. I'll say something to Caden.
That man was still alive when they stuck him.
That man was still alive. I didn't hear that myself. Fire some guns. Right, now, you're going to tell me now how the volume was in terms of my voice and the game, and then we'll fix that as a result. John is love. John is live. People are saying much better. Right, just tell me about the volume from that section. I'm going to watch the chat now, and we're going to see what happens. Pretty good. No buffer. John's a time bender. Too loud. Effects still a bit loud. Still loud. That's okay. That's okay. We can fix. We can fix. You see, you shouldn't have come for this early bit. Like, Americans, what you should have done is stayed in bed for a bit. Like, for the first half hour that didn't happen because I was incompetent. Then the next half hour that didn't happen because we're going to be fiddling with the things. Actually, maybe a little bit less than that. 20... What's the number? I like the number 27. 27's a good number. So I'll have all of them on 27. No! Oh, for God's sakes. Have to apply. There's no option to auto-apply when you leave. Mass Effect 1 UI, ladies and gentlemen. It's brilliant. Right, and then back here. Right, let's try that again with more bullets. Well, actually, I'm not wasting bullets. Mass Effect 1, there was no ammo. That was the ammo-free system that we then kind of got rid of. Oh, the other thing, by the way, there is film grain in Mass Effect 1. Would you like me to get rid of the film grain effect? Because I've, like, always been divided. Like, I think it's okay, but you can turn it off in the options. So, how's the volume, and would you like me to turn off the film grain? Do-deedly-dee. Dialogue's quite... Okay, we'll turn the dialogue up, but we'll have the music down. Yeah, you're right, actually. I think I did actually hear that myself. Wait, what? Yes, sound effects, dialogue volume. Dialogue can go back up. We'll have the dialogue right up, in fact. And the music could be a bit quieter. We'll see. Oh, God! Apply. There we go, marvellous. Do-do-diddly-dee. Welcome to the first half hour of the stream. This is what we're going to be doing for now, at least. Ashley?
Somebody's gonna pay for this.
Smells like smoke and death.
Okay, I can sort of hear what he's saying. It will be loud in actual conversation. Like, they are a little bit quiet when you speak to them outside of conversations. Oh, actually, that's a good point. I'm going to go find a conversation now. Leave film grain. Oh, God. Film grain off, please. I always turn film grain off. No film grain. Film grain is fine. What is the... Seems to be pretty much there, actually. I'm going to go find the conversation at the top of the hill. There's the two mad scientists in the shack. I'm going to go speak to them so you can actually hear how loud actual dialogue is right now. Because the dialogue that you're hearing right now is not quite the actual dialogue, you know. Actually, no, I think let's try it off. I'm going to try turning that off. Settings, graphics. Where's that film grain? Turn that off, and then. No, apply the change. Apply the changes. There we go.
Hit the camp hard.
And in a sec. How do I like that? Yeah, I like that a bit better.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
Okay, there's some nice dialogue there, and then some Geth. Well, not Geth. Wait, what are these things called?
Oh God, they're still alive.
Husks. I forgot what they were
did the
called
Geth
there
do
for a
to
second.
them?
Marvelous. Here they come. Marvelous. Wait, who am I playing as and what difficulty am I on right now? I don't know. You seem to be going down. That's really fine. And then, may have slightly just overheated there. Do-dee-dee-dee-dee. Who have you got? You've got... Throw over there, please. Thank you. And then, oh dear. You know what? Maybe I should just overkill these guys. Okay, so this is a good test for guns. You'll go down nice and quickly now. You'll go down nice and quickly too. Nice. How is the gun volume during this section? People are saying everything's fine. That's good. That's all very, very good. I'm just going to step into a conversation now just to chat. And then, oh God, it's this. The minigame is different on PC than console. I'm totally not used to this minigame because this isn't the minigame that's there on flipping... Oh, no. I'm not used to this minigame, okay? That's the PC minigame. This is the first ever time I've played the PC version, which is why I haven't unlocked anything. So I'm not going to be able to unlock anything. The decryption test is way, way easier on gameplay. I'm genuinely fine. Guys, the guns are too loud. The guns are drowning you out. The guns... Oh, God, the guns are too loud. Right, what are the guns? What are the guns? The sound is... Is that a sound? That must be a sound effect. If we move the sound effect right down... Yeah. Apply the changes. Right, there we go. And we'll do the guns. There we are. This is a surprisingly large amount of changes we've had to do there. Right, so now we've done that again. And firing some more guns around. And as soon as we've checked that in, yep, guns, don't worry, we're changing the guns right now. So, oh God, my ears. Guns like, don't worry, we won't actually be using guns, that's fine. Guns are fine, guys. As soon as we've made this change, I'm just going to check, hang on, I'm just checking, I'm waiting for the stream to catch up now because I want to check what they feel like about this new type of gunfire. So we've got... Okay, all is good. Hi, John. Everything's fine. Good. Way better. Okay, better. Someone just said something interesting, which is someone just talked about Renegade Shepherd. No, I can't play Renegade Shepherd. And there's a reason for that, which is, well, in Mass Effect 2, playing Renegade Shepherd is fine, because in Mass Effect 2, Renegade Shepherd is a badass. In Mass Effect 1, and the thing is, like, Paragon Shep is consistent. Paragon Shep is pretty much huggy, lovey, multiculturalism in every single game. Like, there's consistency there. But it's different. But Renegade doesn't work like that. Like, it's different in each game. Like, in Mass Effect 1, Renegade Shep is a racist. Basically, Renegade Shep is a UKIP voter. And then in Mass Effect 2, Renegade Shep is a total badass, and it's really awesome to play as Renegade Shep. And then in Mass Effect 3, Renegade Shep is a psychopath whose only hobby is travelling around the universe, murdering all of your own friends. Like, Renegade Shep is a monster in Mass Effect 3, and I can't play it, because basically you do just go around murdering people I love. But yes, so I cannot do that. Paragon's boring. Where's Claire? Claire will be joining us. Claire will actually kind of nip in and out. She's going to help me out with the chat section. She's going to keep me updated with what the chat is saying, which is lovely. Mass Effect 1 Renegade. Mass Effect 1 Renegade is not pure evil. Mass Effect 1 Renegade, if you don't yet understand like the universe and how it works, like saying, it's really comforting to be able to say, like, just kind of like saying, okay, there's all these aliens and none of them seem to trust humanity, so I'll just stick with humanity. And like, that makes sense. It was a really clever way the game did, because the game actually kind of lured you into being racist. Because being racist isn't evil, it's just lazy. It's lazy, and it's something that's very, very easy. There's a reason like so many people in the world today can be racist, and it's because it's very easy to be racist. It's an easy way of thinking. And I think like Mass Effect 1 did a brilliant job luring you into accidentally being racist, but like you didn't really stab you in the back with just how bad that was until Mass Effect 3. It was kind of beautiful. No, it's definitely Paragon. Be a space racist. No, we're not space racist. But yes, I think that's fine. It seems like everyone's more or less happy with the settings. That means we can go back to the main menu and we can actually start the game proper. Because that character, I think that character was, yeah, that character must have been a soldier because they had all the guns. I'm going to take a sip of water now. You don't normally hear me drinking sips of water. I cut those bits out. But, yeah, but you're going to get that. You're going to get me. That was me shuffling in my chair slightly. That normally gets cut out of editing. So you're going to get all of this back. So what we're going to do today is we're going to play through, well, as much of Mass Effect as I can. I'd like to just keep playing through the whole day and like try and do the whole game. That's probably going to be a bit difficult, because like at some point my internet will become throttled. So like when that happens, then potentially we might have to take an hour's break to let my internet recover for a minute, so I stop being throttled. And then maybe at some point my computer will fall over, I don't know, diddly-diddly-dee. I'll do as much as I can. What I'm planning to do is I want to do a full playthrough of Mass Effect at some point over this week, and as much of it as possible on kind of on this stream, because next Saturday Mass Effect 2's back as a proper actual series. Mass Effect 2's coming back. And we'll go into what rule set we're going to be doing at the end of this live stream, I think, or during it, whenever, if I get bored. I don't know. But we'll go into Mass Effect 2. And that's going to become the new Saturday series that's replacing Fallout 4, No Guns. So we're going to do Mass Effect back. Yay, Mass Effect's going to be back on the series properly. Woo! But to do that, because I want to do Mass Effect 2 on PC, because, well, one, mainly because I want the frame rate. I want the frame rate in the VSync. Like, I would stick to console, because the PC version's a bit of a mess. Like, I had to install a mod for controller support for a game that was built for a controller. That's just insanity. Yeah, I want to do it on PC anyway, because I'll get slightly better recording quality. It'll look nicer, the frame rate will be nicer. I can do it in 60 frames when I upload to YouTube, so that'll be marvellous. But the problem with that is, like, I need actually a character to load in, because if you just start Mass Effect 2 from nothing, like, loads of stuff doesn't show up, like, loads of characters just aren't there, because the game just makes assumptions about stuff that happened in Mass Effect 1, and some stuff that happens in Mass Effect 1 just never happened canonically, so you miss loads of content. So I need a Mass Effect 1 file to move forward into Mass Effect 2. So that's what we're doing today. I'm basically creating the file we're going to move forward into Mass Effect 2. So I'm not going to do like every subquest, but there's some subquests that are more important that I'd like to do. So first things first, I have my own vague idea about what class I'd like to play as. I am thinking about an adept, but why don't you just chat, go crazy right now. I'm not going to do like a straw poll or anything, but go crazy and tell me if there's a particular class you'd like to see. Because in Mass Effect 1, I feel like Sentinel's kind of rubbish, because I think they don't get any guns at all, do they? Like, Adepts get pistol, but Sentinel doesn't get any weapon specialization whatsoever. And Engineers are kind of terrible in Mass Effect 1. Soldiers are okay, but they're mainly just gun users, so not that much fun. Generally, I kind of go for Infiltrator or Adept. That's pretty much all I go for in this game. Infiltrator is... well, Sniper Rifles are really cool, but they're not actually that useful. I'd probably go for Adept for fun. I'd say Adept is more fun. Vanguard in Mass Effect 1? Are you absolutely bloody mad? Vanguard's only got good in Mass Effect 2. I'm seeing the chat go crazy. Why would you ever say Sentinels? Sentinels do not get any of the good toys. Sentinels get all of the bad toys. Loads of people saying Vanguard. What? Vanguard's shotguns are not good in Mass Effect 1 particularly. They're not that good at all. They're really not. Lots of people are saying Vanguard. Do people really want to see Vanguard? I mean, Vanguard's alright. I'm happy to go. I can't even remember what Vanguard has. Lots of talk of adepts, vanguards, infiltrators. I can't. You know what? We're gonna actually have to have a straw poll. We're gonna have. I think we're gonna actually have to have a straw poll. Hang on. We're gonna set up a straw poll for class here. We're just gonna have like a few minutes of straw poll just so we can decide what class we're gonna be playing as, because there were too many options. I shouldn't have said we're not gonna do a straw poll, because we are gonna do a straw poll. What we're going to do is we're going to have Adept as an option, we're going to have Vanguard as an option, and we're going to have Infiltrator as an option. I overtly refuse to play as the other crafts. I just spelt that as Infart Traitor there, so that's good. That's the kind of the cutting edge humour that we've got going on here. Requires and class choice. There we go. So we'll do that. Create that poll. Lovely. The poll is being created. All right. I'm going to put the poll into the chat now, and I'm also going to tweet it. There we are. I've just tweeted that. Look. I'm just going to tweet that and put that in the chat. Yeah. You know what? It'll get lost in the chat. I don't know how do I put it somewhere that's. Can I stop the chat for a minute? Can I stop the chat? No, I can't stop the chat. Or if I can, I don't know how. I'm just going to put it on Twitter. Just go to Many a True Nerd. Just go to Twitter/Many a True Nerd. You don't need a Twitter account to do this. You'll just be able to find the link. Vote on my Mass Effect class choice. There it is. It's live now. Okay. So if you missed that in the chat, I'll put it in the chat again now. We'll put it in the chat. No, that's not the chat. That's straw poll. And then, yeah, we'll put that there. So we're now going to have like 3 minutes. 3 minutes for you to decide what class I'm going to be playing as today. I will change it in Mass Effect 2. So don't worry about that. I know some people are bleh Twitter. You don't need an account. You literally just need to go there. I will kind of keep occasionally tweeting this. We'll just do this like at 10 to 1. We'll just pick the class and we'll get going. How long have I been streaming? Not very long. You've not missed anything. Don't worry. We've been streaming from about like half noon, which is 20 minutes ago, at local time. And yeah, Infiltrator's winning. The thing is, I kind of want Infiltrator to not win, because if Infiltrator wins, that means I'm potentially using sniping. I'm using sniper rifles. I'm not very good at aiming, as you're aware. In games, I'm terrible at aiming. I'm very bad at aiming. And also, what's the other bad thing about it? There's something else about sniper rifles that means it's not a good idea for this stream. Oh, the fact that you'll see me being bad at aiming. Oh, and I'm using a controller. I'd be a sniper with a controller. That'd be fun. Oh, the votes are piling in. Loving it. And who's actually... Oh, it's so close. It's so close. And ever since I actually said out loud I don't want to be Infiltrator, Infiltrator's winning. You utter gits. Actually, Infiltrator is actually probably, to my mind, the best class, because tech powers in Mass Effect, in Mass Effect 1 at least, are really, really good. Like, I'd say they're really, really strong indeed. So tech powers are a fantastic thing to have. Like, it's really good to have, like, electronics, because that's just bonus shield. You've still got the pistol. You don't actually have to be a sniper. You can just be a pistol user that just gets medium armor and tech powers, which is actually pretty darn good, all things considered. I mean, I think like Adept's probably the most fun because I think like next to like the later Mass Effect games, Mass Effect 1, all the biotic powers, they were just fun. They were just you just kind of flung people around like ragdolls. Like, it wasn't like the later games where biotic powers were very much like situational. They hard counted specific shielding types or whatever, and they were useful in certain situations, but not most. Like in Mass Effect 1, like basically biotics were just really, really flimsy, but absolute ridiculous crowd controlling powerhouses. And I felt like they lost that out of the subsequent games, which was a shame. All right, you've got say 60 seconds more to vote. 60 seconds more to vote. We'll probably call it at about 1,000 votes or something. We're on like 839 votes at the moment, and it is literally tied between Adept and Infiltrator right now. It is literally tied. They are with 292 each there for a second. We'll call it in about 30 seconds now. And then we'll just go with... If it's literally a tie, I don't know what I do at that point. I don't know. Do we have to have a runoff or something? Oh, God. This is hard. I'm in Britain. And we've just demonstrated recently that we're very not good at democracy. So I don't know what we do at this point. And it's literally bloody tight. It's literally 290. Oh, what do I do now? Chat, help me. I don't understand. Adapt, please. Adapt. Oh, God. They are literally neck and neck. We've just got to let this Kota. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what to do. You were supposed to tell me what to do, community. You failed me. You've absolutely, utterly failed me. What? Okay. Just... Oh, God. Well, it's 10-2. The two are literally tied. Fine. If they're literally tied, I get the vote. We're going to go for... Oh, God, we did adapt last time, Vanguard. Not adapt. Flip. Okay, flip a coin. Yes, that's a good idea. I'm going to go get a coin. Hang on. I've got a coin down here. Alright, I've got a 50 pence coin here. Got a 50 pence coin. So we're going to flip the coin. This is officially a tie. So we're going to say heads or tails, which is more like... Okay, like head for adept, because they use their brains to do magic, or tails for infiltrator, because they're like sneaky and whatever. So, and up and heads. Alright, we're playing as adept. It doesn't make much difference. I'll be mainly using pistols in either case. We have indeed got ourselves one adept. Right, start the new campaign. No, not campaign, career. Let's do this thing.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database.
There we go. Oh, and here we go, Mass
Classified
Effect 1. I love how
information
Mass Effect
requested.
does this. By the way, the fact that Mass Effect 1, it doesn't just say build your character, it does
Establishing
do a
secure
fake...
connection.
You already have a profile, obviously, but
Secure
you kind of get
connection confirmed.
logged in, but then your profile gets corrupted, which I really quite like. Enter new ID. I'm going to go for custom
Please
female.
log in to access
and that
your
is...
profile.
Wait, how do I... Oh, okay, sorry. I've got a controller mod. I've got a controller mod installed, because Mass Effect 1 has terrible controller support. I'm going to have to go and actually type this. Because I can't not, because even though I've got a controller mod, it hasn't installed anything else, so that's fine. Yeah, okay, good, that's what it should be. Yep, lovely. John Shepherd, good old John Shepherd, we like John Shepherd, so we will accept that. There we are. I'm not being assaulted. Why did someone just say revote? Why are people saying revote? Why would there be? That's BS. The toss was rigged.
Warning, data corruption
Okay,
detected.
alright, fine. You know what? Alright, fine. We're going to do a revote where it's an actual runoff.
Please
alright? Actual
reconstruct
runoff. I'm going to
profile.
create a new poll right now. You're going to get the option. You're going to get 60 seconds and only 60 seconds to vote on one choice or the other. Class, choice, runoff. Okay, that's it. You're gonna have to really jump on this when it happens. Because this is going to be your only chance. Infiltrator. There we go. And then we're going to create that poll. Okay. There we go. So, let's tweet that. Class choice runoff. Okay, I've just tweeted this. And I'm going to put it in the chat immediately afterwards. And then you're going to get 60 seconds to vote. And that's going to be it. Alright, in the thing. There you go. Here's the runoff. Go. Here you go. Look, it's right there. It's right there in the chat. I'm gonna keep putting it in the chat. Keep putting it in the chat. This is now a single runoff. It's just infiltrator or adapt. That's all you've got. All you need to do. So now the Vanguard people get to revote. Okay? Right. I'm keeping putting this in the chat, you people. There you go. There we go. Here's the vote. We're going to do what British parliamentary system doesn't dare do. When we got a bit of a close result, we're going to make a revote. This is referendum Mark II. Vote. Vote, you fools. There you go. Look, I'm keeping putting this in the chat over and over and over again because it keeps disappearing too fast. It's on Twitter. It's on Twitter right there. So there we are. Let's just check the results now. We've got how much longer we get. Ooh. It's 50-50 again. You all fail at democracy. Alright, democracy was working fine until you lot messed it up by all voting equally for one thing rather than the other. It's 51-49. That wasn't supposed to happen. The Vanguard people were supposed to come down. The Vanguard people were supposed to come down in one way or the other. the hell are you Oh, infiltrators 51. We've got, okay, 30 seconds. When the clock hits 12:55, that's it. Whichever's ahead, then that's it. So, infiltrators like 10 votes ahead right now. Oh, come on. There we are. It's 51-49. It's actually closer than the UK referendum vote. That good old UK referendum vote. That's me taking a drink of water there. That's the thing you get to hear during live streams. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Infiltrator has it. 19 votes in it. 51-49. The Infiltrator has won. Congratulations to the Infiltrator class, which is fine because it is the most badass class.
Confirm.
I'm sorry, but I get to choose the rest of it. I get to choose. I like Colonist. I always like. But Colonist is. Yeah, Colonist is. This affects your karma. No, not karma. What is it? Karma? The kind of Paragon versus Renegade thing. The good versus evil. Spacer is +1 Paragon, +1 Renegade. Colonist is +2 Paragon because you're like yeah, you're. Wait, is that? I think this affects your thing. And then I think Earthborn is +2 Renegade. I think Colonist is +2. I think that's true. So I like Colonist, and I'll always like Soul Survivor. Technically, War Hero is better for Paragon because it gives you +2 Paragon. Soul Survivor is, I believe, +1/+1 for Paragon Renegade. But I really like the Soul Survivor story because it makes Mass Effect 2 make literally 0 sense because you find out during Mass Effect 1 that Cerberus was responsible for the most psychological, disturbing, terrifying thing you've ever experienced in your life and murdered your entire squadron of coups, and then you just kind of, you're cool with it and you don't immediately start murdering them all. So that's a shame. But people are now crying in the chat that it's not adept. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. No, it's I always play Soul Survivor. I always play Soul Survivor. You can't deny, Infiltrator looks cool. The Omni Tool looks badass, and the Sniper Rifle. And the Sniper Rifle? The Sniper Rifle looks very, very badass too. Yeah, combat and tech abilities. This is all absolutely fine. You can't deny it's pretty damn badass. Infiltrator it is. I mean, I'll still be using biotic powers because as early as I can, I'll get a biotic on the team. Confirm appearance. Yeah, I'm fine with I'm fine with kind of default FemShep appearance. Maybe I'll change the hair. Kind of just Fallout style, I'll literally just check if there's better hair I want. Where's the hair? Dee hair nuts. What do we want? What do we want? There's kind of the nice kind of Captain Janeway hair is actually quite good. I quite like the Captain Janeway hair. And other than that, we've just kind of got, what else have we got? We've got kind of the ponytail, the bun, the this, the that. Yeah, the basic one is quite nice. But do I want it's kind of Captain Janeway or default? Or bold? No, it's. No, we'll go default. I quite like default. Default is good. That's fine, and we don't need any makeup or anything. Finalise that. Default FemShep. Let's go. It kind of suits Jennifer Hale's voice. Let's go. And once I confirm, yes. Well, you say I can't change it. I can change it. I can change it at the beginning of Mass Effect 2. Combat difficulty. Veteran is as high as I'm allowed to go because I only just downloaded this game. And in Mass Effect 2 and 3, you can have any difficulty from the get-go. Mass Effect 1, you had to play through Veteran before you unlocked Hardcore, and Hardcore before you unlocked Insanity. So Veteran is as hard as I'm actually allowed to have it. Auto level off, fine. Target assist, normal. I like my squad power usage being defensive only. I like telling my squad when I want to do things. Subtitles is good. Autosave is good. Yep, happy with all of that. And here we go. Oh, good old Shepard. Let's Ambassador Udina speak then.
She grew up in the colonies.
She did.
She knows how tough life can be out there. Her parents were killed when slavers attacked Mindwar.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
Can I just say I really love that little opening because it makes you feel like your choices matter immediately. Like rather than just being dumped inside Shepard's boot, like immediately the game like gives you a couple of choices that feel really arbitrary. That's just backstory, and then straight away the game kind of says, actually, because of the choices you've made, that makes Shepard uniquely qualified to do the things that she's about to do in the game. So straight away you feel like there's a real sense of agency and attachment because choices you've made have made her, uniquely qualified to be a Spectre, and that's really, really, really lovely. I love that as a touch. Also, this is one of the best. This is the best opening in any Mass Effect game. Like, this is, well, okay, fine, maybe not Mass Effect 2. Okay, so it's the second out of 3, but whatever. I love this thing here where Joker's just kind of bumbling on it, and you see the ship approaching the Mass Effect relay. Because for the rest of the game, all 3 games, like, Mass Effect relay is just treated as just a thing that happens. But like in this opening scene, we finally get to see actually Joker has to do loads of work to actually kind of make has to do loads of work to make the Mass Effect relay kind of jump. It's a really complicated, difficult thing to do, and it just like it kind of gives it a sense of scale and wonder, especially like in a moment where the ship kind of zooms in close to the Mass Effect relay, because you don't really get a sense of the scale of the relays at any other point in game. But like in this game, like when your ship kind of zooms in towards it and then it gets closer and closer and closer and closer and it just disappears and you can't even see it anymore next to the relay, you get a sense of the scale of this wondrous piece of technology. And yeah, Joker is actually doing something very complicated, and the technology is marvelous. And like for a sci-fi game that lives and dies on that feeling of scientific wonder, starting by actually establishing that the technology that underpins the universe is incredible, is such a fantastically clever move. And I wish Joker got more stuff to do. But like after Mass Effect 1, he didn't really do much for the most part. Joker just kind of bumbled around. Like, to my mind, very much kind of like Mass Effect 2 and 3. Sure, like everyone said, Joker, you're a damn good wizard, Joker. But no, he never actually really got to do much in the way of complex piloting. In Mass Effect 1, especially in like in Ilos later and in this opening section, you really got the sense that Joker was an amazingly good pilot, and I love that because it makes sense that kind of he's picked for this job on like one of the most important like cutting edge ships in the galaxy. The fact that they picked him for this because he's so damn good at his job. Love it. Absolutely love it.
The council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their
what have we got? Oh yes, of course, we've got things. Chat, let me know roughly, like, for like most instant dialogue, like obviously I won't be skipping like important stuff, but in this game you can just like tap X to just skip dialogue. As you're going, like, I'm going to agree with whatever he just said. I can skip most incidental dialogue. Would you like me to mostly skip over dialogue, or would you rather like hear most of the dialogue? I don't know, like whether you're interested in like getting the full story experience.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain.
So just tell me that.
Stealth systems
in
engaged.
the thing.
Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Also, I'm hearing that the dialogue is a bit loud. Don't worry, I'll fix that in just a second.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Yep, I got that.
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Lots of talk about skipping dialogue there. Right, let's just clear just the settings there. Sound, I may have made the dialogue a little bit aggressive there. Let's take that down to 50. I'll go and have a chat with the apply the changes game. There we go, lovely. Let's just quickly head back over to here. I'll have a quick word with Presley just to check on the new dialogue level. So I'm going to skip over to Presley here. Hello, Presley. I'm going to quickly say hello to you. And then, hello, Presley.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run.
Okay, so if I speak over Presley here, can you actually hear me if I do want to speak over a character? Is that a little less overpowered? Is that a little less overpowered now? Volume is perfect to the start time. Diddly diddly dee. Hello, I'm just going to be in the chat for a minute now while I'm waiting for you to catch. No skipping. That's fine. Lots of... Oh, God. It's too loud. Don't worry. It's fine. As soon as the chat will catch up with me momentarily and I will find out what you are actually saying there. Let's see what people are thinking about this. Turn down the game audio. I've turned it down a lot. I've just turned down a little bit more. Sounds good. You know what I'll probably do? I'll probably like let all the important dialogue play, but I'll kind of skip over most little conversations. Sound is good. Sounds good. Better. Good. Lovely. Too quiet. Shut up, you. Whoever said too quiet, you're fired from the stream.
I'm on my way to give him a
There we are, right. Presley, I think we'll just skip over now. He's not
Maybe
important.
He'll finally tell you
and all
what
due
we're
respect,
really doing
ma'am.
out here.
Finally say what we're really doing here. Oh, I'm sure it's
luck,
fine.
Commander.
I'm sure there's some sort of terrifying secret. Also, my other favourite thing about Mass Effect 1 was it was the only game that basically let Shepard be an absolute ranging lunatic. So if you just wanted to get out guns, you totally could. So let's just go over to, the Lancer. You just kind of wanted to just randomly fire in the middle of the spaceship. You totally could, and nobody minded. Absolutely everyone was fine. No one even reacted to it. And it wasn't just the, like, you weren't actually allowed to shoot people, you didn't actually hit them. Like, bullets were only allowed to fire if you missed someone. So it means you were allowed to just, like, fire randomly, because if a bullet ever would have hit someone, then the shot doesn't fire. And then, oh, blimey, that's nice. I like the... I'd forgotten about that, actually, when you're using the assault rifle, the reticle that kind of grows as it becomes less and less accurate. But if you want to just kind of, yeah, just shoot randomly at people and do trick shots, just missing them, you're more than welcome to. I like that. Let's just speak to Dr. Chakwas. I'm literally going to skip this conversation because it's just... Although I like Jenkins. No, I'm not actually. I like Jenkins.
Too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
Oh, Jenkins.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
I like Jenkins. Like, Jenkins is a character who's, spoiler alert, is going to die in about 2 minutes. And, like, we never see him again. But he gets mentioned again, actually, in Mass Effect 2, which is a lovely touch. But I just love the fact that Jenkins, like, even though we, like, barely see him, I like Jenkins. I always remember Jenkins. Like, there's so many characters from other games who are, like, only in it for 2 minutes. I'd never remember the name of. Jenkins I love. I absolutely like Jenkins. Let's be paragony to Jenkins.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a
You'll
Spectre
do
on board.
fine, Jenkins, it's fine.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
And don't play the... Yeah, whatever... Yeah, there's no rush. Whatever happens, don't rush ahead in about 5 minutes from now. Don't do that. But actually, I'm going to say be careful instead, because that's paragoning.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long
See, this is actually the only downside to the way that kind of karma worked in Mass Effect 1, which is once you've decided which way you want to go, you're not making choices anymore based on what you actually think Shepard ought to do. Like, it's very clear, when there's a blue option, you're always going to take the blue option. And if you've got multiple options on the right, you always go for the one in the top right, because that's the one that gets you the Paragon points. So, like, there was a little bit of, like, you might as well have just kind of locked yourself in when you started the game. And at that point, you're not making a real choice anymore. You're just kind of going with whatever happens to be in the top half of the dialogue wheel. But I do quite like it. I like the fact you can choose to investigate more if you want to, and you can find out loads about the universe. But I won't be doing on this occasion. I'll fill you in on any stuff that I happen to. There you are, Paragon +2 for doing that. You, salute. Thank you. And then through here, like, yeah, if you're feeling particularly racist, you can just randomly start firing at Nihilus. None of the bullets can hit him. It's actually physically impossible, because the only shots that fire are the ones that actually won't hit. But yeah, for whatever reason, the game's totally fine with it. Nihilus is cool as a cucumber. Let's speak to him. He's looking at this really low-resolution matte painting of Eden Prime. Hello.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
And where and yeah, talk. What talk?
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
Oh, it's utterly gorgeous.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Now, this is where Mass Effect 1 goes double down on the genius opening. And actually, you know what? Maybe this is a better opening than Mass Effect 2. Like, I often say Mass Effect 2 is the best game opening in all of gaming of all time. Arguably, Mass Effect 1 might be even flipping better, because Mass Effect 1 does a beautiful job of making you think Nihilus is going to be the bad guy. Like, it's blatantly obvious that's where the game's going. Nihilus is like, he's an alien, and he's got like a skull painted on his face, and he's muttering about how humanity's got this beautiful colony called Eden Prime that is basically the Garden of Eden. He's saying, like, is it really safe? Nice colony you've got over there, humans. Sure would be a shame if something were to happen to it. And, like, it's blatantly obvious, especially in a minute, that, like, the game's going to go a particular way. Then it completely throws you the other way. It's utter genius. Yeah, why are you asking?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the Commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Oh, what a surprise.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
What's the payload, Captain?
A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
What else can you tell me?
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, It jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Now, obviously, the beacon is actually, in terms of like the plot, not really going to make any difference to anyone. Like, it doesn't jump forward technology at all. But it's a really clever way to introduce a MacGuffin that feels really sci-fi. It sets the tone of the game beautifully. There's such artistry in Mass Effect 1's plot. It's utterly flipping genius. Why did we tell the Council? If you want to go full-on racist, start off by saying, yeah, but we found it on a human colony. Why don't we just keep it for ourselves? Though actually, I say that. In Mass Effect 3, it is of course revealed that the flipping Asari did exactly the same thing. They found a beacon and kept it for themselves. Bunch of blue bastards. Well, not bastards, they're all... Wait, are they female? Male and female doesn't really mean much to an Asari, doesn't it? I'm just glad you're here to help.
It never hurts to have a few extra hands on board.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
And indeed, here we go. This is what I was talking about earlier. Now the game clearly sets itself out as going in a particular direction.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Alright, and what are the next steps?
Just tell me what I have to do.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Now this is where the game goes to full-on absolute genius. When Nihilus openly says this will be the first of multiple missions together, and the way the game goes, based on like basic, if you know anything about how video games go, it's utterly flipping genius as to how it's going to go next. You think, okay, so we're going to do Eden Prime together, and then probably the beacon's going to get mysteriously go missing or something, and it turn out Nihilus stole it later or whatever. And then we'll do several more missions, and at the end of that mission, I'm going to start outshining Nihilus, and the Council's going to be like, yay, humans. Nihilus is going to be, oh, I don't like those humans, those newcomers to the galaxy. How safe are they really? Ha 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 ha! I was evil all along! And he'll like pull out a gun and try and shoot you, and there'll be a quick time event, and you'd be like, no, and dive through the air behind a rock, and then there'll be a boss fight between you and Nihilus, and you'll have to kill him, and then Anderson will run in with the Council and be like, what happened here? Like, Nihilus pulled a gun on me, and be like, oh no, Nihilus was secretly evil all along. Wow, my god, you took down a Spectre. That means you're good enough to be a Spectre. It's like, oh my god, welcome to the Spectres. And then there's ice cream and cake. Ice cream and cake and Spectre status. But no! Nihilus is going to die in about 8 minutes time, and those missions he mentions don't happen, which is a total plot twist, and it's genius because it messes not just with it messes not just with what like the plot expects, it messes with what you're understanding for how video games go. It's genius. It's the same reason BioShock 1 is genius. It's beautiful. By the way, I forgot to ask, how's the stream looking in terms of like frame rate and choppiness and whatever? Are we looking okay on quality? Let me know if it's not. I'll keep an eye on that. I'll keep an eye on that during the next little bit of dialogue.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
Ah, there's racist Ashley Williams.
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Alright, people loving that quality. Good.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17
First time I
minutes
saw
out,
this
Captain.
game,
No
by
other
the way,
Alliance
I
ships in the
genuinely
area.
thought that was a giant hand coming out
Take
of
us in, Joe.
space.
Fast and quiet.
I thought it was a
This mission
giant
just got a
hand,
lot more
and there was like a massive arm going out
A
into
small
space, and it was
strike team
space
can move
giants.
quickly
Genuinely what I
without
thought the
drawing
very first time I
attention.
played this game.
It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
He says this, I'll be stopping
you
to
coming
help
with us?
survivors.
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
Alright, you can count on us.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
By the way, I'm sorry to people who haven't really played Mass Effect 1 very much, if I've been slightly spoiling. I only spoil a little bit in the beginning, so I think it's really, really interesting. There's some really good foreshadowing here. There won't be much spoilers in the rest of it. Now, most importantly of all, let's start off with... This is in the equipment menu that I can immediately take off my... Yes, toggle the helmets. Let's take those helmets off. Marvellous. And take Caden's helmet off. And you can't take off Jenkins' helmet. I wonder if they just didn't bother... like animation for his hair or something. I don't know. But you're not allowed to take off his. You're not allowed to take off his helmet. Everyone else gets to take off their helmet. He has to keep his helmet on. Let's get going anyway. I am. Wait, what class am I again? I'm. Oh yes, of course. I am an infiltrator. It's just that in this game, you do actually get all the guns anyway, even if you're completely untrained with them. So Caden's fine with a handgun. Jenkins fine with an assault rifle. I'm fine with my Kessler pistol. And I believe you're allowed to do some upgrading immediately. Yeah, you start off with 3 points. So, okay, what have we got? We will unlock sniper rifles actually quite soon. That's actually fairly soon to unlock sniper rifles. Assassination's quite good. Tactical armor. What's fitness again? Fitness is just a health buff and unlocks... immunity! I'd forgotten you get immunity on Infiltrator. That's pretty good. Electronics is brilliant because electronics is basically free shield points. So I'm going to take a rank of electronics right now. And then damping is very, very useful, but not like urgent. I've already got a rank of sabotage. Excellent. First aid, and then infiltrator gives you heat build-up, reduced by 5, then 6%, and then tech explosion damage. Infiltrator feels a little bit underwhelming, to be honest. It feels a little bit underwhelming. And on that, I'm going to put like 2 into pistols. Let's just get the pistol accuracy up a little bit. That's fine for now. Oh yeah, of course, I can do the rest of the squad too. Caden, I'm going to want him going down the first aid route. I'm going to want first aid from him. So he definitely should be like a healer together with a biotic. So let's move him down throw towards lift as quickly as possible. And good old Jenkins, he can have points in assault rifles. Good old Jenkins. I'm sure he'll go far. Now, first things first, we're going to go over here. What the hell are those? Those are gas bags. No one really ever explains it. Like, they're just there, and they know... maybe like someone made this as like part of a tech demo for Mass Effect, then they didn't have anything to do with them, so they just got left in the game. Because killing them doesn't do anything. You don't even get like a tiny amount of XP. Head around the water around here. There's your first upgrade kit of the game, just hidden somewhere around here. There you are, 1 upgrade kit. Improved sighting and combat sensor 1. Sure, why not? And welcome to the world of the equipment management screen in Mass Effect, which you're going to get very bored of very quickly, because it happens a lot. But let's just get the... wait, what? Wait, how do you use this again? Oh, sorry, you have to scroll down. Right, okay. So improved sighting, yep, and then the other one can be... Wait, can I not put the... Oh, the other one's ammo, sorry. The other one is ammo, so I have to make a choice there between the two. I've forgotten how the system works, so it's improved sighting for 5% mag accuracy or combat sensor. I'll go for the accuracy, and then on Caden, I'll give him the combat sensor, because as long as someone in your team's got it, you've got it. And Caden and me are going to be traveling around a lot, because I want as many biotics as possible. Until I get Liara, Caden's my best biotic, so that's fine. And then you can also die. Every gas bag, no gas bag to make it out of this alive. Got my first little upgrade there. Not a great upgrade. There's lots of upgrade kits dotted around. You really should get all of them, because some of them can be very, very powerful. Oh god, what happened here? Fire. It's called fire, Jenkins. That's roughly what does that to a human body. Let's head forward to the glorious charge of Jenkins. I wonder if it was originally actually named for Leroy Jenkins, given he just charge ahead and then get mown down. I don't know, actually, does Mass Effect 1 predate Leroy Jenkins? No, it must not do. Surely Leroy Jenkins must actually predate Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 1 isn't even that old. It was like, what, 2007? I say that's not that old. That is like flipping. Oh, hello. Apparently there's trouble now. Yep, just randomly fire into there. You go down into there and then just go into there. Marvellous. And we've got powers. What have we got? We've got ourselves. Caden has. Oh, he's got sabotage already. That's nice. Sabotages. Would you mind doing the sabotage there? That wasn't the one I was aiming at, but alright, fine, whatever. Let's look at Jenkins. And Jenkins is very, very... It's almost amazing he died. I don't know how he died. The enemies that killed him weren't strong enough to kill him, but never mind. He deserves a better... Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go Paragon.
You'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Romance Dead Leroy. No, I don't think we'll be romancing Dead Leroy. Where's the next upgrade kit? There's a couple of guys who are going to come around the corner. Do I have, I don't have, flipping... What's it called? Marksman. Marksman is the skill for pistols yet, which is a bit of a shame, because Marksman is very, very powerful. If you play as a soldier, I think you actually get a rank of Overkill, like, immediately, but pistol users don't get a rank of Marksman. You need to unlock that, and then, oh, flip, and then we got one of them. They're really flimsy. Don't worry about them just yet. And then that's actually on cooldown, so we'll use an overload. There you go. Are you dead now? You're lovely and dead. Marvellous. Is that another... That's another upgrade kit up ahead. I instinctively, when I'm playing Mass Effect 1, I go for the X button to try and... I go for the X button to try and save armor upgrade and then motorized joints. That's not too bad, actually. What even is that? Oh, we level up. I forget, you level up like really fast in this game. It's worth putting a few points into charm by the... Oh, but it's definitely worth putting, yeah, marksman straight away. Absolutely. Another point into electronics, and then 1 point into charm. That will be very, very useful down the line. Marvellous. And then, wait, do I not... What about Caden? Why didn't wait, what did you have to do? Oh, I was pressing RT, for some reason it didn't go over to him. He can have more ranks of... Does he need more ranks of first aid yet? Or he can have more ranks of decryption. He can have 1 rank of barrier, so he's actually got barrier. That's fine, and then move to throw, because he'll cast barrier by himself, because he's because he can use defensive powers as he wishes. He just can't use defensive powers. The way that powers work in Mass Effect 1, by the way, I've got them set defensive only. So every power has its own cooldown. In Mass Effect 2 and 3, this was different, which is you could use a power, then you were on power cooldown, and that had to cool down before you could use any power. In this, every power has its own cooldown, but the cooldowns were actually fairly long. So it took quite a while to actually get off cooldown. So you need to be like, you could throw out loads of powers, but if you kind of threw out too many powers too quickly, it caused trouble. So we'll just kind of put a marksman on there. So yeah, marksman is really, really strong in this game. They just kind of tears things apart. Nothing can stand up to marksman. It's brilliant, including gas bag. Gas bags definitely can't. Now we're into the game, actually. I'm going to go and see if Claire can join us so we can actually have somebody keeping a closer eye on the chat. Let me just go and actually see if we can do that. Hang on for a second. We're not going off chat. Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. Claire? Can we borrow you? Yeah, actually, you're fine too. You could just use the laptop. Do you want to bring a chair through? You're probably going to want actually a chair. This is professionalism. We normally cut this stuff out. You normally cut this out, but we can't because it's a live stream. We're going to have Claire, who's actually going to be managing and moderating and something in comments now. So Claire can actually read out the comments and tell me what the heck's going on. Yes. And
just a second.
Hello. Just a second. That's Claire. No, the stream is not over. Do not panic about the stream being over. It's fine. Actually, you could probably use, if you want to go to the main computer, I'll actually get a version of the stream up on the computer for you.
Sure thing.
Go on the page. And something in comment. Pull that right down. Yeah, that's fine. So right there. Yeah, so you've got your stream right there. Just keep it all on that. And other than that, I don't think you should need anything. So feel free to keep on that as well. Marvellous. We've now got a Claire. So Claire is going to keep an eye out for... What have I just done? What have I just
They're
done?
just saying hi to me. They don't care about you anymore.
I realise I've just... I need to do this. There we go. You need to not click on anything, otherwise the thing goes wrong.
I don't know if I'm going to have time to read their comments if I don't click on anything.
Well, you can't slow it down. I don't think there's a way to slow down the comments. Okay, we're back, and Claire's now on the comments. So if there's anything interesting going on, Claire will now tell me what the interesting thing is. One medical kit. I think that's just, yeah, Medigel. Right, let's go and find good old Racist McGee down here. Come on, Racist McGee, where are you? There she is. There's Captain Racism. Wait, do we have sound? Have we lost sound? Where did sound go? Yeah, where did sound go? Claire, what have you done?
They're just saying hi to me. They're not actually talking about the sound.
I think. That sound? Well, hang on. I think I heard sound. I think we got sound back. I killed the sound. Don't worry.
Someone is trying to make don't click the things. It's trending.
Also, oh no, I'm being shot. I'm being shot because I forgot about the things. Now, what's going on here? Forward. These guys are pretty flimsy. You can see there that Caden down there has activated his own barrier automatic. Barrier is really powerful in this game. So we'll go for one throw for you, and then we'll go for one sabotage for you, and then these guys will go down very quickly now, and that's all fine. Yeah, look at that. Like, even on Veteran, if you just use your powers intelligently, you're pretty good.
You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Yes, we've got sound back. That's marvellous. Captain Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. Screw you, go away. I don't like you.
Are you wounded, Williams?
Because I hope so.
Nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh, man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
That's a shame. What happened to your unit?
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
Oh well, you abandoned them, you monster.
You just left the rest of your unit behind to die?
We held our position as long as we could. The Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth
No, the Geth overwhelmed them. You ran away.
Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
Stay here and never be in the franchise again.
Lieutenant Alenko and I will take care of this.
Let me come with you, ma'am. The Geth slaughtered my unit. Give me a chance to get even.
She knows the area, Commander, and we could use the extra firepower.
Okay, fine.
Just don't forget who's in charge.
Understood, Commander. You give the orders and I'll follow them.
Move out!
If I said jump off a cliff, would you? Because I really would like to. Strike a one pistol. That's actually not that bad. And then these crates over here are very, very useful. Like, you very often get a good bit of armor over here. Yes, Scorpion 1 armor. I think that's actually a guaranteed drop. It's actually pretty decent, all things considered. So, let's just quickly swap everything around. Oh, yeah. Way, way better. Obviously, that's good for me. And it looks nice. It looks lovely as well. One joint, toxic seals, 30% damage resistance or 10% smash damage. That's, I think, that's the unarmed hit damage. So I may as well go for toxic seals. For now, and then the pistol, the striker one is, it's saying red even though it's the same number of shots before overheat, so we'll do that. That's fine. Yep, transfer the upgrade, which was useful at least. And then we've got, I've actually got some ammo now. What are the rounds? Bypass, 30% damage reduction, boo. And then 15% damage versus synthetics, yay, that's good. Okay, I'm glad about that. I think there's nothing else that's been decent. I don't think we've kind of come across any other decent upgrades at all. Yep, that's all fine for now, so I'll get that. I've got, basically, give yourself the best stuff. Just give yourself the best stuff always, and that's 100% fine. Anything interesting going on in the chat?
They want to know if it's going to be uploaded to YouTube later.
Everything is uploaded automatically. That's the advantage of YouTube. Everything's actually automatically uploaded. Why can I not put... Just get off the thing. Get. You know what? Never use cover. Just don't use cover. It's fine. We got one guy down. Oh, hello, you're over there. Geth Trooper, throw, can just be throw. I love the physics. The physics of it felt way more satisfying in this game than it did in subsequent games. There's another one over there. That could be a bit of a problem. Right, you sabotage him so he can't use his weapons. That's what sabotage does. Overload, meanwhile, gets rid of things. That gets rid of shields, but also makes him way more vulnerable. The the sabotage power is pretty powerful. What has the chat just said?
The chat is a wall of John, you should romance Claire, by the way. That's why I can't read anything, it's going too fast with that.
That is because in Mass Effect it's all about who you romance. There's a big choice about who you're romancing. Why would I romance Claire when I could romance Liara or Kaidan? Like, seriously.
This is the dig site.
Also, someone
The
said
beacon was
you
right
reminded
here. It
them
must have
of
been
Morden.
moved.
By who?
I take that as a
say.
compliment.
Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
Oh, I love Morden. Morden's amazing. I wish there were more options for him in Mass Effect 3. Any survivors?
You think anyone
they're
got
kind
out
of
of here
black and
alive?
on the ground and
If they were
crispy,
lucky.
Shepard. I don't think they're gonna be.
Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Dear oh dear, romance Claire indeed. Romance Kaidan. Romance Captain Headaches. Everyone loves Captain Headaches.
I'll wait for you there.
Do just yell stuff at the chat from, by the way. Don't wait for me to ask you what's going on in the chat. Just yell whatever the chat's saying at me. And then we've got, I'll pop a medical thing there. That was, I really like the fact that medicine had a hotkey automatically assigned in Mass Effect 1. That was quite nice. And then we've got, here we are, the husks. We're back to where we were at the beginning of the stream. Marvellous. Romance the Mako. Oh, wait, someone said one talking volume might be a bit quiet.
I think
What did the Geth do to them?
Oh, that's because Claire's far away. Don't worry about Claire. We don't care about what she actually has to say. As long as I can hear her, that's fine.
Oi.
So we'll just go over to Marksman, and now, yeah, good luck. Good luck charging against Marksman. When Marksman is up, these guys are utterly screwed. And when I say utterly screwed, I'm slightly overheated. Oh dear. Right. Throw. I don't think actually much else works against this, but throw is brilliant because it's got the area of effect on it, which makes it very good fun. Gotta watch out for my overheat though. I'm kind of not used. I've been playing a lot more Mass Effect 2 than Mass Effect 1. So I need to kind of keep in mind that, yeah, overheating is a thing in this game, and I really need to keep an eye on my heat bar down there. This was how guns worked in Mass Effect 1, if you've never played it, by the way. There's no such thing as ammo, and there's no such thing as reloading. You see that bar down in the bottom left? As I fire, heat is building up. As I don't fire, it drains away again. If it fills up entirely, then all that happens is my gun is overheated. Now I can't fire at all until it's literally drained to empty. It was a very nice system, and I liked it. Now, there's another upgrade kit around the back here somewhere. There we are, another upgrade kit. Hydra 1. Actually might be alright. Equipment. No. They're beautiful. Oh no, that's terrible in fact. Kaidan, is that better than... No. It's just a question of, in fact, they're all literally identical. But we can decide how we want to dress Kaidan up. What looks sexiest? What looks better? That looks alright. Oh yeah, Kaidan. That's maybe a bit too much. Like him in the blue. Bit of blue. Brings out his eyes, like Kaidan's eyes. And you can have Ashley Williams. She has to keep her helmet on because she's a racist, and that's what racists need to do. They have to keep their helmets on. And she has to keep wearing the kind of slightly embarrassing armor as well. Now, squad, I think I can... Oh yeah, even more points. Now, get charm up to 3. Very important. And then electronics gets up to... Ooh, damping unlocked. But do I want damping? What's my next upgrade? That's the thing. You've got to keep your eye on what the upgrade you want is. Infiltrator is, yeah, the build-up of heat. Actually, that's probably not a bad idea. Because, like, the first rank is 5% heat, whereas the next rank is 6. So I may as well take 1 rank of that. I'm happy just to have charm at max here.
You know, there's a lot of discussion about how I should kill you and bitch slap you because you're a bit mean to me, right?
That's not true. That's blatantly a lie.
Someone said stab you with a fork?
Stab me with a fork? That's a bit harsh.
Yeah, everyone knows you should use a spoon anyway.
Yeah, precisely. That was some more good equipment. I just need to check the squad. I always forget to upgrade the rest of the squad too. What does Sentinel do? That gives him, yeah, slight reduction in cooldown. That's fine. Just keep throw moving up. Throw's really powerful in this game. Again, it was slightly underwhelming last time. Ashley Williams, just kind of make her... She just needs to be as tanky as possible, really. Just kind of give her all of the combat armor. And actually, Soldier's very useful, because Soldier just base just gives her some regen. So give her a bit of regen, and then just focus on basically assault rifles and combat armor. So she's tough enough, so that's absolutely fine. So that's okay. And I believe I just picked up a new pistol as well. The Edge 1. That's not bad. Oh, a little bit worse actually. You know, I'll hold off on that for now, because actually there's something better coming very soon. Now, the new minigame, which I'm about to fail again, because I don't know how to do it. It's really stressful when you don't know what's going on. Right, okay, go through here, through here, through here, through here. Right, and then through, and then, oh, yes! I unlocked the door. That's such a harder minigame than you get on the console version. It's way easier on console.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
They want you to romance the fork that I'm going to kill you with.
They want me to romance the fork. Well, by the
They
sounds
do.
of it, you might forcibly be romancing me with a fork. So, you know.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Yes, it's a very polite euphemism.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
Someone wants to know what the best class is for someone who's new to Mass Effect?
Probably just soldier, because then it basically is just a straight shooter, and you can just keep yourself powerful enough to gun down literally everything. Like, knowing how to use biotic powers, like, does require a little bit of understanding about how the game works, so you're probably better off just going for a soldier class if you're, like, brand new to the game. I'd say that's probably a good default, to be honest. Though infiltrator's possibly workable too, they're a little bit more complex. And also, I know I point this out every time I play Mass Effect 1. This is really important because I didn't spot it until an old flatmate of mine pointed it out. The reason Manuel is mad is not just because he's stressed and lost it. Manuel looked at the beacon. And I want a Mass Effect game starring Manuel, because he's a bloody star. He looked at the beacon and he saw a vision of the Reapers coming, and that's what's driven him mad. And it's beautiful. Let's just talk about the assistant, because I love doing this. Even though I'm going Paragon, I always do this anyway because it's funny.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Oh,
Is it
FYI,
madness
you're
to see
gay
the
now, 'cause you
future?
talk about
To see
Caden's
the
eyes.
destruction rushing towards us? To
I'm
understand
really
there
happy
is
to
no
romance
escape,
Caden in
no
this game.
hope?
I very regularly do romance Caden.
I am
Although
not
someone
mad.
else did say that they
I'm
kill
the
Caden every
only
single game
sane
'cause
one
they can't
left.
stand him, so
Well, I
yeah.
kill
I gave
Ashley
him an
every
extra
single
dose of his
game,
meds
so
after
that's
the
what's
attack.
going to happen. I can shut up, Manuel.
Say goodnight, Manuel.
You cannot silence the truth. My voice must be heard. Ugh.
I can silence the truth.
What did you do?
That might have been a little extreme, Commander.
You can't just go around whacking people in the head.
I can and will.
It was only a matter of time till he did something crazy and dangerous.
I suppose you're right. By the time he wakes up, the meds will have kicked in.
Someone did an infiltrator
Williams,
run and they
take
want
us to the
know what they
spaceport.
should do for
Good
their
luck,
second
Commander.
Run, the best class.
As in through Mass Effect 1 or taking it on into Mass Effect 2? Do they say?
They did not say, and also it's gone and I can't touch the thing.
I would say Adept. I'd say Adept is like a really fun class. Like this is what I did when Mass Effect 1 No Guns, when I did that run way back when, which is having basically 3 biotics on your team is really, really good fun. It's genuinely brilliant. Also, I mean, Infiltrator is pretty good because I'm Infiltrator right now. And you can see I've already got 3 bars of shielding, like, which is really, really helpful on the higher difficulties because you are flimsy on the high difficulties. Anyway, good cutscene.
Oh, they want to know if you've played Dragon Age Origins.
Saren. Nihilus.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
And there we go. I love that cutscene, and especially the gunshot in the background, and then the reveal of Sovereign, who isn't a giant hand. Love it. It's a great introduction to Sovereign. Of course, Sovereign is effectively a character in this game, and it's a beautiful way to introduce him, just kind of, you know, floating off into space like, bye, Shepard, I'll see you next Tuesday. There we go. Yes, and now we've got a fight to do, which is quite tough on the high difficulties if you don't know what you're doing. It's not too bad once you know the game pretty well, but in particular, what you need to do is just wait for those guys. Wait for them. Wait for them, guys. Come on, over here. There we are. Just need to get that first shot in, and there we go. You just need to hit that thing. As long as you hit that thing and you take out the 2 Geth pretty easily, that's not too bad. Now it's mainly just husks, which which isn't too bad at all. And then probably at this point, this is a really good time for Marksman. So Marksman will tear these guys apart pretty quickly. Until you've upgraded Marksman or your guns a little bit, you won't actually be able to just fire, like, non-stop, even when you're under the effect of Marksman, which you will be able to do later in the game, which is much better. But for now, you've got to watch out, at least for the time being. And I think that should be your lot. I think it's just like 3 Geth troopers, 2 of them you can kill straight away with the explodey barrel, and the rest are just husks. Which, yeah, if you've basically got any sort of equivalent of whatever it is, a marksman or overkill with the assault rifles, you should be absolutely fine. I'm going to drop a save now, by the way, because this game doesn't auto-save very often, and it's not a well-known crash game, but it does like have the possibility of crashing. So occasionally you're just going to see me saving as well. This room over here, this is important. I don't think you need to. Do you need to decrypt this door? Oh, I think you do. Oh dear. Right. Okay. In that case, just wait for you, and then you, and you, and we are good. Okay, I'm getting used to that little mini game. These farmers are incredibly important because they're going to give you, even though they're just like a couple of farmers, they're going to give you the most powerful gun you're going to get. It's like arguably in towards the mid game. They just give you a gun that's so ludicrously powerful, it's almost ridiculous.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack.
Alright guys, I'm also checking
so we made a break for the sheds.
Why are people telling me why? Oh, do you actually have the Many a True Nerd Twitter on your phone?
I mean, I don't, but you know you can find it even though you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they wanted me to check the Twitter, and I'm checking the Twitter. Also, someone wants to know your favorite quest in Mass Effect.
Favorite quest in Mass Effect? I really like the writing in oh, what's it called? The quest that you get from Mindoir, with the girl who's suffering from PTSD, which is not, I forgot to remember to forget, because that's Boone's quest in flipping Fallout New Vegas, but it's something, and it's not Remember Me, because that was a terrible, terrible game, but I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, all you need to do to these guys is simply say goodbye to them, these farmers.
I have to go.
And they will just mutter.
We're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
And you should come clean with me. What have you got?
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
And that's a crime.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
What attacked the spaceport was a giant sentient spaceship that's basically bigger than the entire colony. You thought, you know what, we'll keep this pistol just in case. This is why we wanted those 3 charm, because if you've got 3 charm or 3 renegade, he actually has something else for you as well.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
What he's just given you is a grenade upgrade that is very, very useful, because grenades are really powerful in this game. Like, I haven't used them much yet, and tell me who your contact is as well.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name, it's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport, if he's still alive.
Okay, that's all we need from him.
Good luck.
Alright, now, and in a second, we should get... Yeah, there we are. The Stinger 2. This thing, let me just show you, this thing is crazy. It's almost mad how strong this is. Let's go over to pistols. Stinger 2, 17 shots before overheat, much more accurate, 132. Like, compared to any other gun you've got right now, and any gun you will be picking up for a while, this thing is crazy powerful. It's almost slightly ridiculous, in fact. Let's just, Stinger 2... That can have, can have the improved thing and keep having... Have we picked up anything new yet? No, we haven't picked up anything new. So that can just be like that. Caden, we can just give whatever the second best pistol is. Why not? Yeah, transfer some upgrades. And I was about to say Liara, but no, this isn't as good as Liara. That's just flipping what's-her-face. Let's go in here and... No, open. Oh, yeah, go. And then we've got... Easy Electronics. Do I have Easy Electronics yet? Oh, yes, I do. I was just standing too far away from it. Now, what flipping... Is this going to be the same minigame? Oh, I'm not good at this minigame. This is going to cause stress. Right. In. And then in. and there we go. Ooh, Gladiator 1. That might be alright. But yeah. Early game especially, it's worth micromanaging your inventory. I won't be doing it so much into the later game, to be honest. Gladiator 1. It's a little bit better for Caden. That is very similar, but it does make him look like a badass. That's the sort of guy that you wouldn't take home to meet your mother, but oh, you might have a think about on a cold, lonely night. Now, let's move straight on. By the way, never drop off this cliff. You get stuck there forever. There's a weird bit if you drop down that cliff where you can just get stuck forever. It's happened to me like almost every time I flipping played Mass Effect 1. So you definitely want that to not happen. I don't think there's another upgrade kit around hidden back there. I know there's one back here. There's a medical kit. Commander, it's Nihilus. I know, but there's a fire back here. I need to go and investigate it because there's something at the back of the fire and it's an upgrade kit. Chemical rounds. And hammerhead rounds. Hammerhead, I think, are like hollow point. I think those are good against organics, but terrible against Geth, so we don't have to worry about that just yet. And it's Nihilus. Hello.
A Turian? You know him?
Ashley's so surprised. The idea of her socializing with a Turian is just completely unforeseeable to her.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
And you need to be more careful.
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
This guy doesn't say anything interesting. Actually, I think like now... Actually, no, I think I'm wrong. I think like the guys in the shed don't give you the grenade upgrade. I think if you get the name of this guy, then he gives you the grenade upgrade. I think actually that's what happened. Sorry, I got that a bit wrong a second ago. I'll just skip by this because he basically just tells you, hey, you know, he's basically the guy telling you, hey, Saren shot Nihilus. He doesn't actually say anything interesting, so I'm going to skip his dialogue.
He let his guard down.
Where'd Saren go after he
Clara's laughing. What's going on in the chat?
There's a really important question about whether you like Yorkshire tea.
As in like tea from Yorkshire, as in like actually the brand Yorkshire tea.
Well, I wasn't sure, but I assumed the brand because they didn't specify.
Ah, Cole mentioned you. Here we go.
Contact here on the...
What? No.
I mean, I'm PG Tips drinker. I like PG
what
Tips.
Does it matter now?
And I actually, when I used to work in America and go to Los Angeles on business, I actually used to take some with me on occasion.
Anything hidden nearby?
Because like the tea, they only ever had like what's it? Is it
a shipment of grenades came through last week?
The terrible tea they've got in America. Here we are. He's talking about shipments of grenades. Perfect.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Let it go, Williams. Any chance to shout down Williams?
Forget about him. He's not worth it.
You're lucky the commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
I think I forgot to actually turn off flipping Shepard's eyeliner. She's got very, very prominent... Wait, eyeliner? Claire, what's the stuff that you put on your eyelashes? That's not eyeliner. Mascara! That's the one. She's got really, really prominent mascara in this game, and I normally turn it off because it strikes me as ridiculous that she spends time between missions putting on more mascara. Because that's quite prominent. Some quite prominent eyelashes right there.
Yeah, I mean, they don't look real.
No, I think they need to be a little bit thinner, don't they? I think that might just be a technology thing rather than a mascara thing. You should make amends.
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
I also like to think that after this game, he decides to actually become a superhero grenade man. That's kind of what I've just kind of set him on. When I tell him, like, those grenades could have saved lives, you should make amends. He just becomes grenade man, traveling around the galaxy, blowing up Geth with grenades, because he's grenade man.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train.
So the first thing he gives you, by the way, is just a top up of your grenades if you've been using them. The second thing he gives you is actually the experimental technology. So you've got to kind of go through... Actually, yeah, there we are. High explosives 2. That's a really good upgrade, by the way. So we actually want to install that right away, and we'll do actually some grenades in a minute. Because high explosive 2 is, yeah, plus 13% damage, a big increase in radius and weapons force, which is like the physics knockdown on them. And yeah, we've got 5 grenades in the minute. I'll show those off if there's a good opportunity to in a second, because the grenades are really, really cool. Hello, you're Geth. Here, have a grenade. There you go. You've all exploded now. Well, one of you exploded anyway. And then one more, just move around their shield. I liked combat in Mass Effect 1. It was nice and tactical, because like the Geth could just like throw up the shields. Like, you did very often find yourself just kind of like having to navigate around shields, which is quite good. Oh, hello. Oh, I forgot about the destroyer. I forgot about the destroyer. Ouch, I forgot about him. Right, destroyer, luckily, throw in this game bypasses shields. So we can just basically shoot him while he's down and then just shoot that canister and that's taken care of him. This would be a really, really good... Oh, I can't heal right now, can I? No, I can't heal because healing's on cooldown, because healing does have cooldown. At this point, you can just kind of like very slowly, you can sprint and move up. Soldiers are better at this. No, take cover. There you go. I'm untrained with a sniper rifle, but I can give it a go. Like, I technically... Or I'm not untrained. Like, it does specifically say I'm untrained in the assault rifle. I'm not untrained in the sniper rifle. I just haven't taken any ranks in it. So, no, and yeah, that might have hit. I don't know. And then keep going. I think someone else killed him. That's good. Then is that what's that? There you go. On the plus side, I can get rid of the shields. That's good. He just put it right back up again, didn't he? What? You know what? I'm not sure this is working. Maybe we'll just go back over to the pistol. I'm not very good at this yet. Now, forward, 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 forward. I've got plenty of shield at least. And now, we're fine. Now I can just kind of cast some powers. Claire's looking at me like there's a thing.
Yeah, there's a bunch of questions. They want to know your favourite companion in Mass Effect.
Ooh, in all of them? It has to be Tali. Just because I'm slightly in love with Tali, as literally in love with her. I love Tali. Oh, flip. Get down, Shepard. Ouch. Yeah, I love Tali. It has to be Tali. Like, it's a shame Tali doesn't get like as much like attention in Mass Effect 1. And like, actually, you know what? I've never been sure whether this is weird or not. Claire, I'm gonna have your opinion now as to whether this is weird. Which is, in Mass Effect 1, Tali is not a romanceable companion because she's very, very young. She's effectively, well, she's not a child, but she's just like doing her pilgrimage, which is kind of like being a student, but maybe more like the equivalent of 16 or something. But then quite a few years pass between Mass Effect 1 and 2, and she becomes romanceable. So is it in any way weird that to romance someone who, when you first met them, they were effectively sufficiently young that romancing them wasn't an option? I don't know if that's weird or not.
All targets down.
No, I don't think that's weird. I mean, you know, because you don't see her for a while, and then you don't see her for a while, and then you get to know her as an adult, presumably. Sounds pretty good that they don't let you romance her in the first game.
Yeah, I think she's kind of, I'm not sure, like, no one ever really discusses age of consent as a concept in Mass Effect, but like, I think the implication is Tali's kind of a kid. Anyway, cutscene.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Ooh, that's a point. Have we just lost sound? I think we might have just lost sound.
They're complaining of lag.
Yeah, I think we might be getting throttled a little bit now. I can see it there.
Oh.
We're getting throttled a little bit. We'll probably finish off this bit, but oh, hang on. There we go. We got sound back. I think. Yeah, you can hear sound. There we are. Well, I know we are being currently throttled a little bit. People may not be able to hear us. Okay. Yeah, I can see on the stream we've got some issues with some lag there. I will quickly just type a message to the chat here. Okay. You know what? I think we're possibly going to have to take... Oh, we can't take the first break here. Unfortunately, we cannot take the first break here. I'm literally not allowed to save. So, I'm going to solve the bomb situation, and then we're actually going to take the first little break. We're going to take the first break, because I will take a break for lunch while our internet recovers. Because I've slightly hurt my internet. which is unfortunate. But I'm literally not allowed to save and stop. But we will stop the first part of the stream. We'll have a little break, and then we'll come back once we've fixed the stream. But I've actually got to do this bit first, because I literally am not allowed to save right now. So I'm just having to do the 3 bombs, and then we will do that. But apologies. Basically, this is an internet issue. We're being slightly throttled, which is unfortunate. But there is not kind of it was very likely going to happen at some point. So this has now started happening for us. And then, oh, he's fallen off. I like it when they fall off. That's good. Forward, and then, how many bombs are there, by the way? There still charges remaining. I don't know. Oh, 2 charges remaining. I knew there was one over there. So we will actually we will have a break after this section is done. I know we're getting some very big lag at the moment. I do apologise for that. There's not much we can do because that's an internet issue. So round here to this corner for the 3rd of the charges. Then 1 more, and then we will actually take a bit of a break. Do not worry, I do apologise. We will actually we'll have a break at that point. So 1 overload for you. We'll make this guy very, very vulnerable. And then 1 more over there. 1 more for you. And then, 1 sniper. He's a little bit on the tough side. 1 sabotage for him. Now he should have no gun. And that should be Yulom. Ashley's down, which I consider to be quite frankly good news. And then I believe the last one is round here. 1 to go, like 3.5 minutes spare. No problem whatsoever. And then after this, we should be okay. Charges remaining, and that should be... Yes, save has been re-enabled. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a very slight... yes, I know. We're going to have a very slight break here. We will be back in, I don't know, probably I'll have like an hour for lunch to let my internet recover. We will be back in an hour or so, and then by then the internet should be happy, lovely with us, and we will continue with this then. Hopefully, now we've done the setup, I know what like settings everything needs to be, so it should be absolutely fine. So, I will see you in an hour, ladies and gentlemen, and I will have fixed the stream by then. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and I don't know if you're supposed to do an outro to a stream or not. Thank you very, very much. Wait, hang on. I've got an end screen. Claire, hit the end screen.
Where?
The window on the right. The window on the right. There's a thing on the left. Now there should be a thing that says out or finish or something. Where? There's a list of 5 things, and one of them should say out or finish or something to that effect.
There's something that says exit.
Yes!
I want to, like...
No, wait, hang on.
Yes, exactly.
The closer. That's blatantly the thing I meant. There we go!
No, it's not blatantly the thing.
That's blatantly the thing. Thank you very, very much. We'll be back in an hour.